Now in a location I've never ever been to. This is right outside of Santa Monica. And this is the filming location for the 1991 action comedy starring Hulk Hogan called Suburban Commando. Today we'll be exploring the filming locations for the film.
Blown your power, cousin. Then lay low.
It'll take me 6 weeks to recharge. What am I gonna do for 6 weeks? I'm here to rent the apartment.
Honey, it's real. So nice. We're gonna see.
Wow, I found a good one.
My planet, my family were fine before you brought your intergalactic grudge match here. You're the one who's put them in danger. All these guys want is you. Christ! I was frozen today. Get the men in the moon.
We began our locations tour here with Belts, which is the building that Charlie Wilcox works at. This is at 1100 Wilshire Boulevard. It looks almost identical to the movie, 33 years later. We'll be doing a deep dive on this location a little while later and coming back. I'm trying to keep things as in order of the film as I can. You can see that that lamppost is still there that they use in the opening credits.
Such a nice place to live.
Not that. Now where'd I put that transformer?
Our next stop is 5608 Woodley Avenue. This is where Charlie Wilcox sits in traffic on the way home. And this area has totally changed. I wasn't even sure I was at the right location when I got here. It looks that different. Lots of growth for trees and weeds throughout the years. This has been like 33 years of trees growing up, so this location looks totally different. But that tree there on the left, and you'll see it a little while later as well, confirmed that this was the right spot. Now the location that I was most excited to visit. This is where Hulk Hogan makes his first appearance after crash landing on Earth. You see right where that rolled up gate is at, is where he comes out. We're going to sit back and enjoy this location with some music as it appeared in the film.
Blue sky, plenty of sunshine. Take a stroll down by the bay. Where else could there ever be such a sensational hideaway? Hey now, now's the time for a little vacation to clear the mind. Hey now, like heaven on earth, simple but oh so nice. It's almost like paradise. Take this beautiful morning, all the natives they laugh and play. Everything just so peaceful, the rest of the world seems so far away. Hey now, now's the time for a little vacation to clear the mind. Hey now, like heaven on earth, simple but oh so nice. It's almost like paradise. Oh. Hey now, now's the time for a little vacation to clear the mind. Hey now, like heaven on earth, simple but oh so nice. It's almost like paradise. Hey now, now's the time for a little vacation to clear the mind. Hey now, like heaven on earth, simple but oh so nice. So nice. Almost like paradise. Oh, so nice. Almost like
Alright, we're going to take a deep dive into these locations now. That's where Hulk Hogan came out of the gate. We're just trying to keep everything going in order so we have a nice flow to this video. He continues down the street here, and if this pharmacy was open today, you would see the pharmacy sign still there from 33 years ago. If you look on Google Maps, which I did, you could still see it on the window, but unfortunately this pharmacy is closed on the day that I just happened to be visiting. Also, this is where the ladies on the street are wooed by Hulk Hogan walking down the street. If you look at the blue trim on the building, you can see that the tile is still blue as it was during the making of the film. This is where the soda machine would have been. Right here on the end where that blue tile's at. So they really haven't changed much yet along in this strip mall. We continue up the street here. That's where the two delivery guys were. Where the guy's like, "You don't shop off the rack much, do you, buddy?" And that would happen right here. And you can see this hasn't changed much either. They still have that brick wall, the stone tile type thing right there. Now this part of the strip mall has changed. If you look closely, you can see that pizza sign in the reflection of the window at one point during the film. So this area is totally different. This is where the guy who looked kind of like a biker was sitting over here at the table. He was having problems with Ralph the dog.
Shut up, Ralph!
Looking at the sign, maybe he just wanted to try to be respectful and not let Ralph go poop and pee all over the place, so he left him in the truck. I doubt it. And that part would have been filmed on the side of the street right there behind me. And Hulk Hogan continues up the street here. He's about to come around the corner and find the apartment for rent sign. The peculiar thing about the apartment for rent sign, though, is that that pole was actually not here. It was either brought in for filming, or it was here a long time ago and they have since removed it. We're gonna head over to the Charlie Wilcox house, which is actually nowhere close by. Even though they cheat the shot in the movie, he appears to just kind of walk down the street right here. It's nowhere even remotely close to this area.
Time for the Charlie Wilcox show.
So this is the street where Christopher Lloyd parks. He pulls right up by that tree up there with the patch of grass on the right, that big tree. And then he crosses over. The teenagers come racing up the road here, and then they take the right turn on this corner right here of an Alden, next to what would be Dennis Berkeley's house later on in the film. At 19112 Sylvan Street, we meet Colonel Dusty McCowell, Charlie Wilcox's neighbor who becomes fast friends with Shep Ramsey.
Even if they did, it'd be worth it. Let the little bastards eat some steel for a change. Is what you call an acceptable loss. Your corridor is one. Your freedom is not.
I'm here to rent the apartment.
We're now at 19106 Sylvan Street, and this is the exterior location used for Charlie Wilcox's house.
Look down on this place, this bowling space, face to face. I said, Holmes, before you start dissing, check it out, see what you've been missing. Hit your shot till you drop, can't stop. Top thrills on a 900 line gives you chill.
I actually met the owner of this house while I was out here filming. She was really nice, and she had hoped that they would do a sequel to Suburban Commando. She also told me what I kind of already knew, that nothing was actually really filmed on the interior of this house, and the back house was also constructed and then removed during filming. And if you look closely, you can kind of tell that during the filming. It looks like a stage.
Darth, I'll say, there's been a mistake. We have to leave. No.
This would be the home of the late, great Dennis Berkeley. Played lots of memorable characters through his career in Hollywood. And I love him in everything that I've seen him in.
Hey, Goldilocks! You got any idea what these cars are worth? $30,000. You got any idea what we're gonna do to you if we find one itty-bitty scratch on them? Any idea?
Let me guess. You're gonna pound my face, break every bone in my body, then you're gonna drag me across the gravel road and feed my remains to a warthog. Is that about right?
What are you, nuts? This is the 90s. We're gonna
So this brings us to the corner of Sylvan Street.
Hey, cool. Hey, check it out. Wanda lives there.
So they kind of cheat the shot a little bit with where this location is. If Hulk Hogan had just ran up the street, he would have ended up right here, but they make him jump fences and whatnot to get to here. This is at the end of the street, the opposite end of the street of Charlie Wilcox's house. You can see these two houses in the shot. They look almost identical to as they looked in the film. That really cool diamond window on the house on the right is still there.
Shep! Shep! Don't! Shep, don't! It's okay. Okay, Shep. Don't. Let's go back to the house. Come on.
Suburban Commando, I was a mime. And
How
we
was
did-
that?
Oh, it was great because the first thing they said, I hire you to do this thing. We want you to do a mime, and he's from a different world. He doesn't understand. He thinks you're caught. Okay, so they did the last one was a rope, and I'm pulling a rope, and he comes up, and I see him, and I got a bandage on me, and I'm wrapped up here. Here, you take it. And I
Run
off,
down the
great
street,
character.
yeah.
And I remember, you remember Dice, Andrew Dice Clay, the comedian. He came by to visit. And he was talking to Hulk. He was kind of cool because I got to see him too.
Oh wow,
That was cool. Nice. Yeah.
Where's my antenna riser?
All right, drop him, Kong.
It's okay, Marty. This is a friend of mine. Where are we going?
So I'm back here at Belts at 1100 Wilshire Boulevard right behind me. We're going to take a closer look at this location. These are the actual doors that Shep Ramsey and Charlie Wilcox come running out of, heading to Charlie's car around the corner here. And his car is actually parked right in front of that tree there on the left. As the camera faces the other direction, I'll turn mine and we will see what was said robotyping company in the building is now Starbucks with an entirely new building to the right. If you look down the street a little bit, you could see remnants of 1991 with this parking garage. It's the only building that appears to be the same building 33 years later.
Come on, Charlie.
So this is a bonus location. This is just Hulk Hogan and Christopher Lloyd using the GPS driving down the street, and you'll see this self-storage sign. It's still the same as it was in the film, that big orange sign. This location was really hard for me to find. With the help of Google Earth, I was able to find it. So this is where they pull into the bank, as well as the bank itself. And if you look, there is a chevron and a shell in the scene plane. And it lines up just like it does in the film. The shell, however, is no longer there. It was there as recent as December 2023, but it's now gone. You can see that tree there as Hulk Hogan and Christopher Lloyd go into the bank. And then this would have been Howard's Savings and Loan, completely redone. I think the whole building was probably demolished and rebuilt. It's now a Staples.
All these guys want is you! Christ! I was frozen today!
So I'm not lying when I say that it took me forever to find these locations on Google. I looked for 2 weeks trying to find these streets for this Suburban Commando. I looked at every 1929 address I could find throughout the Los Angeles area. One thing that showed me where it was that white post that's right there behind me. And then all the way behind me, you can see that end of the street. I knew I was on the right track when I found the end of the street right there. And then the other thing that put me in the right direction was this item that's right to my side here, which is also visible in the movie as Shep Ramsey is walking up the street.
Hey, dude, how
Much
about a
has
bomb
changed
pop?
on this street since 1991. I'm talking about 33 years ago now. And one of the main things that's changed is the house that's featured heavily as he comes up the street here, or he walks up to the ice cream man and says, "Hey dude, how about a bomb pop?" This whole driveway behind me has changed
Hey,
since.
dude, how about a bomb pop?
This is the driveway featured in the film. And the driveway, I don't know why they would have changed it. The driveway was super cool looking. I would have kept it as is. I'm not quite sure why they would have remodeled such a cool driveway from 33 years ago. And it was done fairly recently, I believe. Because I checked on Google Earth and it was practically unchanged until about 2019. Sure looks different now. This house was used when the kids skateboard up the street. If you look on the left, you can see the similarities in the houses now versus 33 years ago. And then the skateboarding scenes were actually filmed right in front of this street as well. If you look behind where Hulk Hogan has just landed, you can see that chimney that pops out. It's a very distinct chimney, and it's still there, even though the house has changed to a degree.
Tell your mom to keep practicing.
Oh man, the last board.
The kids head up the street. The fence on the right has been changed, but this is the street they head up towards. Mississippi Avenue is the end of the street. And then this tree on the right
Again?
is the tree that the cat is stuck up in. The other two trees were either fakes or they have since been cut down, but this is the actual tree that we see in the shot there. And if you pay attention to that purple colored tree, it's actually right there in the shot as well behind Hulk Hogan after he catches a little girl. He heads up the street then himself towards Mississippi Avenue, right by this purple tree again.
Bye, Shep. Goodbye, Charlie.
So we're back here at Woodley Avenue, and as I said earlier, you can see that this field is entirely gone, overgrown by 33 years of weeds. And I thought I was in the wrong location until I saw the tree up here on the left by the signal light, and then that confirmed that I was in the right location. That tree has also grown a great deal, but that's the tree from the film.
Misunderstanding among people of today. They don't know what they're thinking, they don't know what to say. They speed throughout their lives, they're being pushed and so they shove. And that's how I see it coming down from up above. Sometimes it takes a stranger to show us a new way, to take the darkness out of reason and give us a brand new day. And then there'll be a peace with all the hawks and all the doves. And that's how I see it coming down from up above. When there is beauty on the outside, ugliness can reign within. But we gotta start looking under layers of the skin. And we gotta show our feelings and what we're thinking of. And that's how I see it coming down from up above.
So Autumn and I are here in Southern California today. We're coming around the corner of Van Alden, and we are doing a filming locations video today on the 1991 comedy classic with Hulk Hogan in the film. See, behind us is the neighbor's house, and then directly to the other side of us is Charlie Wilcox's house. Today we are doing the Suburban Commando filming locations.